When Tesla annihilates production and delivery figures, we are reminded of how extraordinary this company can be at times and the surprises it can pull off, even for the most astute forecasters. This quarter, 466,000 deliveries is extremely impressive. It's beginning to feel like the good old days of Tesla again. The production rate of 480,000 units, or 1.92 million yearly today, was also very impressive, possibly even more impressive than the 1.86 million at an annual run rate of 430,000, higher than Q1 from 423,000, a rise of 10%. Elon claimed that Tesla would reach 2 million units this year if there are no problems. Thus far, not much has gone wrong. We still have a chance to reach 2 million. Though it's unclear if this ramp can continue, we're not far from our old favorite of 50% growth. The guidance given in the Q4 earnings was 1.8 million, which at the time was pretty much the current run rate, so a very low bar set for the year. But now, we're getting some big numbers. Tesla will need to really ramp up for the rest of the year and likely be close to a run rate of 2.2 million by the end of the year to hit that rate. This was a 9% increase in production quarter over quarter from 440,000 in the Q1. If we annualize that, then it comes to 40%, a 40% annual increase. After surpassing 500,000 in Q3, we were just 20,000 short of 500,000 for the quarter. Given that 500,000 is a significant psychological figure, which is equal to 2 million annually, this will start to look extremely fantastic. With Tesla's continuous compound growth, it won't be long until they reach similar numbers going forward. However, Tesla will of course sell with a much larger profit and even more profitable software as a service to come later. So how did Tesla achieve such a jump in production this quarter? We know the 4680 sales aren't doing that much, as we just learned that they made their 10 million at Texas. Even if all of those went into Q2, that would only be about 14,000 additional units. Yet we have 39,000 extra. It looks like they may be increasing 2170 sales, but it couldn't be that much because it's very difficult to ramp up those lines. Therefore, I believe that the majority of the increase in production is coming from China. This increase isn't so much the result of a ramp as it is the result of less downtime than in previous quarters due to the significant upgrades in China that we saw towards the end of last year. They haven't yet reached full capacity. I believe that 2 million is still a stretch for the year. I'm not sure how they'll get enough sales for the remainder of the year to reach that target. Sales for Berlin and Texas, where they still have a lot of capacity, are necessary to reach that target. Fremont and Shanghai, on the other hand, are almost at capacity, so it will mostly come down to a 4680 ramp that is still ramping. Perhaps we'll get some guidance on those cells, and Berlin may use BYD cells. But BYD doesn't care about the quantity of sales. BYD wants those sales for their own cars too. My guess is that we'll see roughly 500,000 in Q3 and 520,000 in Q4 for production only, totaling 1.94 million for the year. The auto industry typically has stronger quarters in Q3 and Q4, which doesn't necessarily mean that production will increase. However, demand should increase, especially in Q4, which is the biggest quarter currently. We have had quite a few quarters where production has increased significantly relative to deliveries, which is beginning to add up. I'm not sure what Tesla's intentions are for them, but it's likely to about 50,000 extra cars that haven't been sold. No, they aren't all blocked in transport, but maybe demand will be significantly greater in the upcoming quarters, so part of this excess can be consumed. Even in these times of high rates and uncertain economic futures, it appears that people are still buying cars and buying Teslas. Yes, let's be honest, Tesla, we're offering some discounts for the vehicles and inventory this quarter, but we also did get the full Model 3 tax credit return as well. Additionally, demand for the Model Suite is still holding strong despite a new version coming out very soon. Perhaps when the new Model 3 and Y are out and the prices of those vehicles increase, the older versions will gradually be sold at a lower cost option. The Model 3 Highland will undoubtedly go on sale this quarter, and we may even hear more exciting details about it this month. I'm pretty sure the price will be higher than the current Model 3, maybe $45,000, but it will offer a range of about 300 miles, and I'm sure it will sell for that price at least temporarily so Tesla can clear out the inventory for the older model. As a result, demand for the Model 3 should continue to be strong for some time to come. How will the stock price respond to this news? Well, it's a huge beat with estimates of roughly 440 to 450,000 for deliveries, and we hit 466, beaten by roughly 5%. These figures will undoubtedly help and could provide a nice stepping stone. So it's possible that we'll see the Tesla stock price reach $280. Investors, in my opinion, are still searching for any cause to push the stock up to 300. From there, it might take the entire week to get there. But it's just a small hop till we reach 300. And who knows, maybe our earnings at the end of the month will be what pushes us over the 300 mark. Once we break that 300 seal, most people will be focusing on margins at this point. We had 19 in Q1, so I believe that hitting 20 will be viewed favorably. Keep in mind that all the extra units that were tested and produced benefit from additional economies of scale. So it will also be crucial to observe Tesla's current operating margin and the fact that despite the increased production, OPEX isn't much higher than last quarter. My theory is that energy will increase dramatically when Tesla switches to the Model 3 Highland and starts using the new M3 cells from Cal instead of the old LOP cells in their vehicles. These LOP cells will then be sent to the Megapack factory and will ramp that factory fast. I'm also interested in watching how energy might ramp up this quarter. The Automotive News Research and Data Center reports that Tesla delivered 114,000 automobiles in the third quarter of 2022, a 47% increase over the same period the previous year. BMW ranks second in the premium segment with 112,050 cars, helping to propel premium brands' overall sales to 539,807 units in Q3 2022, a 7.1% increase. Sean Bubby, head of sales for BMW North America, noted Tesla's achievement in having a home field advantage and expressed optimism that their inventory position will improve in Q4 based on the cancer brand's most valued global rents 2021 rating surpassed his competitors in the auto industry, attaining an incredible 275% increase in brand value and a $42 billion valuation in a single year. Elon Musk's company had a more than threefold growth in brand value from $11.35 billion in 2020 to $42.6 billion in 2021. Tesla is leading the automobile market, according to Grade B Insights, for several reasons, such as its concentration on customer happiness, remarkable manufacturing capabilities, efficient battery supply chain, and extensive network of superchargers. But what actually distinguishes Tesla from its competitors is its relentless pursuit of revolutionary innovation. As of right now, Tesla holds 3,304 patents worldwide, with 247 pending. There's a lot of hope for that side of the business. However, my opinion is that it won't have increased by much. As we approach the potential delivery state target, which was supposedly this quarter, and many are suggesting this September, I believe most investors want to hear about the Cybertruck. The other items I'm most interested in hearing about are updates on Mexico, possibly some idea of when they may break ground there, and some partnership with Cal with a new factory to supply the gig in Mexico. It could be a 100 gigawatt-hour a year facility that will be enough sales for close to 2 million Gen 3 vehicles. Overall, a terrific performance for Tesla this quarter, with cars available for purchase each year. And, yes, a great update regarding the Gentry, possibly indicating that the car will be revealed later this year.